Hello, all you beautiful people out there on Twitch and YouTube. I am Craig, or if you're American, Greg, or aka In Our Own Plays, aka Demonic Teapot, and welcome to another adventure in Brawl on Magic the Gathering Arena. So, if you're new here, welcome. Thank you for joining. I play Brawl every other day on Twitch and YouTube, and we hopefully have some fun. So, yeah, welcome. So today we are playing with Cloud, ex-soldier, and he's my boy. Oh, what did I do? Already off to a bad start already. Hang on. Let me just come out and go back in. So, we're playing with Cloud, ex-soldier, who has haste, and he's a human mercenary. When Cloud enters, attach up to one target equipment you control to it. Whenever Cloud attacks, draw a card for each equipped attacking creature you control. Then if Cloud has power 7 or greater, create 2 treasure tokens. He is a fantastic new commander with this new updated Final Fantasy update. Hello there, Weird Kid. Thank you for joining. It's very good to see you on Twitch. How the bloody hell are you doing on this fine Tuesday morning? I forgot what day it was then. So yeah, we're playing with Cloud. This deck I've created, it's a bit of a equipment deck, a bit of a landfall deck, and a bit of a counter / token deck. So because I don't like to go with the norm and I like to make things difficult for myself, I like to have a couple of different routes that I can go down depending on what I pull. But with regard to equipment, we've got some fantastic equipment which we've seen before if you've watched any of my other lives. I've played with the other version of Cloud, Cloud Midgar Mercenary, and yeah, when he enters you search your library for an equipment and you can put it straight onto the battlefield, which is great, but you have to pay to equip it to this Cloud. But then this Cloud, when he comes onto the battlefield, you can equip it to him for free. So that's great. We've also got Brunar, Battlehammer, who each creature I control gets +2/+0 for each equipment attached to it, and I can attach an equipment I control to a target creature I control with paying 0. So fantastic card, really great addition to this deck. And then so for equipment, we've got ways to make him invincible. We've got ways with Mithril Coat, we've got ways to give him vigilance with Sword of Vengeance or True Faith Sensor or Tarian's Cloud Soul Cleaver. All of these are tongue twisters. Yeah, so then we've got life gain. With Shadow Spear we can make a creature have death touch, we can give them hexproof from monocoloured, we can give them hexproof with and haste with Swiftfoot boots. So yeah, there's some great equipment in here. The best being Ultima, which is a big 7 to get and 7 to equip, but having Bruno on the board, well, being able to attach that for free. Oh, chef's kiss. Could you imagine if we get that Cloud leading into Ultima weapon, leading into Cloud, then we can destroy any creature whenever Cloud attacks. I love Bruno. I have a deck on him. He's such a good card. I was desperately trying to find a card because I didn't have it unlocked. And I was desperately trying to find a card where you pay 0 to attach equipment and nothing in the search bar was coming up, and I was going for ages. And I was like, I'm an idiot. Well, I'll just Google it. And luckily enough, I had the uncommon wild card. So yeah, and I think in the future I will be building a deck around him because he is, you're right, it's such a good card. So then other creatures, I want to go nice and wide. So we've added Cloud's Planet Champion, which is another new one with Final Fantasy. He has double strike and indestructible during my turn as long as he's equipped, and equip abilities cost 2 less to activate. The Cloud's my boy. Here's my boy, and all of them are brilliant. Every single one of them does something different, all related to equipment really. Apart from Cloud Strife, who gives you an extra combat if you pay 5 all colour. Yeah, but all the Clouds are great. Then we've also got Elish Norn, Mother of Machines, to give any permanent entering cause a triggered ability. It will do it again, and it slows down the triggered abilities of my opponent. So fantastic addition to this deck. We've also got Mythweaver Pock to help with the landfall, and then we're going to go try go wide and big with Skewt Swarm and Mossborn Hydra, and then add to that +1/+1 counters with Bristly Bill, Innkeeper's Talent, Ocelith the Shattered Spire, Scythe Cat Cub, not Scythe Cub Cat. Another tongue twister. This deck is just full of them. And also Flowering of the White Tree to make us get big as soon as we can. I'd like Cloud to be at that max 7 when he enters and attacks, and he's got haste, so we can start getting that damage in nice and quickly. We've also got Annie joins up, so we can do 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker, and then that again is going to do double our triggered abilities of legendary creatures, which there are a few, like Rocco Street Chef, who's going to allow us to play things from exile, and again adding that +1/+1 counter. We're going to be able to create tokens with Anim Pakal, and then double those tokens with Elspeth Stormslayer, which I added her for the +1/+1 ability. But really, to get those tokens with Skewt and Anim is going to go wide. It's hopefully going to go quick and big and large. That's what she said. So yeah, we've got lots of ramp because we're playing with green, and I think I've said enough. I think. The deck list, as usual, is in the description, and I've also added it to the doohickey on Twitch, the doohickey thing. I'm fairly new to Switch, so I don't know what that means, but you should know what that means because the deck will be attached to my stream. So yeah, so you can have a look there. Feel free to use it. Again, I don't follow the norm with these decks, so you may be looking at it going, why the hell have you got landfall in an equipment deck? You may be thinking that to yourself, and you may be right. We'll find out. Oh no, that's the deck I played with last. Hang on a second, I've left my my monitor plugged in, so you're probably getting double sound there. Hang on, let me just sort this out. Hang on. Now we've got, this is the last game I played last night, so okay, quick game with Vincent while I'm here, and then we'll go into Cloud. I should have changed that. Yeah, fairly good hand. I'm not really that bothered about this win, to be honest. Should I just concede, or are you interested in seeing this Vincent deck? Let's get them to discard a card. Let's start off annoying them straight away. They're playing with green, and they're playing with Yorvo, Lord of Gerenbrig, which is a great commander. His power is, it enters with 4+1/+1 counters on it. Whenever another green creature you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on Yorvo. Then if that creature's power is greater than Yorvo's power, put another +1/+1 counter on it. In this deck, the one that I'm playing right now, I do have that insect that stops your opponent from being able to get +1/+1 counters, and has protection from green. So if I can get that onto the board, they won't be able to kill it because I imagine their kill spells will be green. And yeah, problem with that is you never tend to get cards that you need when you need them. So that's just the shuffle, the way of the shuffle. So yeah, hopefully the sound and everything's okay. It's great we've got Grave Pact in this hand, because Grave Pact is a fantastic card. So whenever we die, they die. Let's get Vincent Valentine on the board before we feed the swarm on Quirion. Unfortunately, her counters will go onto the Ocelith. We need to try and get rid of that. There are some things in here that can get rid of enchantments and equipments. This is just an enchantment one though, unfortunately. So, won't have plus against the Ocelith. And that's fine. No block. I'm going to... I'm going to Bajuka Bog. Then I'm going to do what mine does and get rid of that. Make Vincent nice and hefty. And then transform him and start getting some life back. And then as we attack, we're going to transform him. So that way, if they do manage to kill him off, he's going to come straight back onto the battlefield as Vincent. And we get 10 life. And then we will play Blood Artist. Yes, they have an 8/8 armor craft judge. But once Grave packs out, anything that they kill. So they're going to have a 9/9 Yorvo. So they're going to be doing a tremendous amount of damage. What we need is a way to be able to sacrifice our stuff, which I don't currently have. Yeah, you can go and do one. Let's attack. Are they going to defend? Probably, yeah. But I don't think they've read Brave Pack. Oh, I pressed take action. Idiot. I'm an idiot. Oh dear. Okay. Oops. So yes, Ozolith is nice and big. And Contagious Borak is going to be nice and big, and I have no way of killing that at present. That Virtue of Persistence is not going to help me right now. Swap. But that's okay, because if they attack, I will exchange with Vincent, and then they'll have to sacrifice that. And then if they attack with Yorvo again, I'll defend with that. Do it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to get out of that now. That doesn't help me. Let's scry. Let's see what we've got. Okay, so we've got another land, so Vincent will be able to come out this turn. Okay. No attacks. We'll save up Blood Artist to defend, which then would lose them 2 life. Then they'd have to sacrifice something. We need to get rid of the Ozolith, really. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Something's going to get very big right now. But they're not going to be able to attack with it this turn, so that's good. We can get Vincent out. Let's see who they're going to give it to. There. Okay. Oh, I still can't play that. At least I can start putting creatures. Not that I have any, do I? No. So I can sacrifice the Blood Artist. They lose 2 life. They have to sacrifice something. And then next turn I can bring Blood Artist back. Indestructible's fine, but it's not going to it still doesn't affect sacrifice, does it? Let's go with see, that one would get me land. Now we have it. Brilliant. Okay. So we can definitely play Vincent this turn. We can put kill spells back into our hand with that. So they'll attack. I'll block with Contagious. Varrock. Kill one of them. One of them will die. Vincent will become nice and hefty. Yeah. Go on, attack with everything. You know you want to. Come on. Attack with everything. And then if Vincent dies, do not put him back into the command zone. Like a fool. Come on, attack. Oh, with trample am I dead? I think if I don't block. So if I block, I'd take 21, 27, 32. So I have to block with 2. That's annoying. So they're going to sacrifice 2 creatures, but I'll leave Vincent. No. Yeah, I'll leave Vincent in the graveyard and bring him back. Is that the wisest of choices? How much is that to unlock? 6, 7, 8. I'm going to leave him there. They're going to have to sacrifice. Let's grab you to grab another land. That's great. We'll unlock this. Yeah, they've done it. It's the trample on that beast that's the problem. Yes, if you're just joining this episode, yes, you will see that we are indeed not playing with Cloud because I pressed the wrong button and playing with the deck that I played with last night, and we lost. Next game's going to be with Cloud. So, sorry if you've come to see Cloud, and did I have fun though? Yes, I did. Yes, I like Vincent. This is a black deck that I'm working on currently. He's not going to be my commander. So yeah. So I'm sorry about that, but I pressed the wrong button, obviously, because I'm a bit of an idiot. Right, so we have got to press that this time. And we're playing with Cloud. As I said at the beginning, and I know there's a couple of new joiners to the stream. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining. I hope you're having a lovely morning. The deck list is in the description for Cloud. If you want to have a look, it's also in that thingamajig on Twitch. I don't know. Yeah, hopefully you know what I mean by that. Okay, so we've got 3 lands. We've got Zack Fair. We've got an Arcane Signet. We've got the Mossborn. Nice. And we're playing against white. So I imagine we're going to be seeing a lot of enchantments relating to exiling. So we'll surveil and see what we get. Roaming Throne, nice. I do love a bit of Roaming Throne. So yeah, we can do Arcane Signet next turn into Zack Fair, which pay 1, make another creature indestructible. And then any +1/+1 counters he has goes on to that. Oh, sorry, I've not told you what we're playing against. We're playing against Mirel, Shield of Argive. During your turn, opponents can't cast spells or activate abilities of artifacts, creatures, or enchantments. Whenever Mirel attacks, create X 1/1 colorless soldier artifact creature tokens, where X is the number of soldiers you control. So yeah, she's an awesome card. And let's play Zack, because we don't have any other 1-drops. Although we do have plenty of equipment in this deck that are 1-drops. So we're going to be 2 off from being able to play Cloud. We're not going to block. I learned something new yesterday as well, which I didn't know. If you're new to this channel, you will know that this is one of my favourite land arts of all time, and I'm going to go Roaming Throne just so we've got some protection, and I'm going to name human. But I didn't have the money for it, and what land I wanted the most was the black land with the dragon, and I didn't realise that you got it for free. So I was very pleased when we found out we got that one for free, but because we got that one for free, I spent my gold that I'd saved up for this land on other stuff. So I just thought, you know what, I might save up the gold before this event ends. Anyway, back to my story. Yesterday, I bought myself a few gemmy gems and did a jump in and got some creatures. You unlock the creatures. Why are you attacking with both? What do you do again? Creatures you control get +1/+1. Why are you attacking? I'm not going to risk it. Yay, Bruna! Okay, we like that card very muchly. At the minute, though, we don't have any equipment. So I think I'm going to set myself up for Bruna next turn. Oh no, but I'm going to be able to get Cloud next turn. Yeah. Just let them know I was having a wee little think. Let's start getting down their lives, actually. Let's just start. I don't trust them attacking, leaving one land up. Something's not quite right there. I'm not going to equip it to either of these two. I'm going to save that for Cloud. Because then that's going to create four of them badges. So 4 of them tokens. Mirror, we now can no longer okay. Yeah, well, I'm going with Cloud. You may not agree, I'm going with Cloud. We can attach that for free anyway, so we don't currently need Bruna. It would happen twice, but we don't have any other equipment. And we don't have another one, so that's fine. So, let's see if they go for a trade. I don't think they will. Interesting. I thought that would double the tokens, but I guess it's not the human that's making the tokens, it's the equipment. So that was a very silly comment I made just then. So we've drawn planes, so that's great. We've got some flyers and we've got a blocker for these two. Hopefully they won't have any land up. I imagine this is Cloud's going to be getting exiled pretty soon. They're going to have enchantments there. Yeah, and let's get Bruno out. Bruno? Yes, and then we'll get Dragonfire out, which we can equip to Bruno next turn. In fact, we could do it now. Yeah, let's give it to you. Oh, look at you being all big. Ooh, that's what she said. And he's now got protection from monocoloured. I'd rather protect Bruno than Cloud at this point. Okay. So we'll protect, block you against you, you against you. They've got no mana up. Interesting. They now have some blockers. I don't have any land to play Mossborn Hydra, so we'll just set up for that in the future. Oh yeah, of course I haven't got any red. We'll have you come in with us. We don't have an equipment. And we'll attack with these two. They have got blockers now. Great, great, great. So now we have treasure. We can... What do you do? It's already done its thing. Let's get rid of one of your tokens, actually. They are going to kill one of these creatures. If not both, they may use the tokens, but I can't not attack. But I've now got some chump blockers, so that's good. Yeah, I don't have trample, that's totally fair. If I was them, I probably would have... So let's get the command tower out. Probably should have played the Mossborn first. I'm a fool, but we'll play Flowering of the White Tree to make everything bigger. We'll play Goldveen Pickaxe. And then we'll attach that to Roaming Throne. Oh, sorry, no, we'll do that for free. And we'll attach that to Roaming Throne, who's now on 8/6. If we have to... well, none of their stuff has trample, so they can get Mirror out this turn. They won't be able to attack though. Next turn we'll do Mossborn into land, attack with everything. Oh, good card. Lots of tokens. But we may still have lethal with just my let's give you haste. Let's make you a Chunkerson. I'm just going to go for it, guys. I can always sacrifice Zack. They have no flyers, so they're going to take 12 damage regardless. Yeah. GG, Myril! That was good. That's good. 1 win, no losses. Well, we're not counting the first loss because that wasn't with this deck, so I'm not going to count that. We're going to forget that happened because I pressed the wrong button. So welcome to the new joiners. I stream every other day on Twitch and YouTube, and I only ever stream Arena, just so you know, because I love it. Thank you very much for joining. I really do appreciate it. If you think I'm playing wrong or weird, or there's anything that you'd like to add, then just message. Yalo, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. The one weird kid, as you see him on chat, he is giving me so much advice. As he's watched my streams, he's been a champion. They, don't know if it's a he or a she, sorry. So yeah, they've been a champion. So yeah, you will see plenty of misplays and misclicks because, as I've already mentioned, I am a bit of an idiot. Sometimes I'm also quite smart, big brain, you know, try and think 5 moves ahead. Euphemism, you know, line under the try. And also, welcome if you want to slag off blue. It's a safe space for slagging off blue. The only real rule I have is you can't defend blue. Although I did, when I did the jump in, that got me access to these lands, which is awesome. I didn't know that jump ins did that. I also got VV. So now I'm thinking, should I make a VV deck? But I'm just not sure if I'd find it fun to play. Whenever I see them play, I'm like, I'll play blue if I really like the commander, but I don't play it for blue, if that makes sense. I'm not a massive blue guy, as you may have heard if you've watched my previous streams. So yeah, so we've got quite a good hand here. So we're playing a bit against Corvold, who's going to get very big. They're going to sacrifice permanents. Whenever you sacrifice permanent, put a +1/+1 counter on Corvold and draw a card. It would be nice if we had some ramp. We don't. So we're going to do that, and we're going to get Innkeeper's Talent out. So we're going to have all 3 colours, which is great. So next card will be Rocco, I think. Start making Rocco big, start exiling their cards. Yeah. That's the... They've only got a 2/2. They're not playing with blue, so counters are likely, but giving them Riot. So I'm going to set up for next turn. I'm going to be patient. Normally I'm not very patient, but I'm going to be patient. Most red removal, you know, obviously black just they're going to have lots of removal. Probably may see a grave pact. So Rocco may not survive, but most of red removal is 3 or 4. He's going to come in as a 5, so I'm going to give him those counters because I don't really want to risk losing him. Not that I would against Piggy Bank, but I want to be patient. So let's give them a +1/+1 counter, and then let's give them another +1/+1 counter. So we're going to start exiling their cards. Brilliant, we have a land. So if they play something from exile, if you don't know this card, that will be able to put a +1/+1 on target creature. The problem with this hand, we don't have any equipment. We don't necessarily need equipment for this one, although it's predominantly equipment deck. But we do have other ways of winning, like Rocco and such and stuff. So let's get that land in and give him the +1/+1. He's getting nice and beefy. I could either... no, I can't. I was going to play Flowering of the White Tree and then kill something. Kill their flyer. But I can't do both. I'm going to play Roaming Throne. And again, set up for future. So we'll name human because that's predominantly the creature type. And we'll give you a +1/+1. And we'll give you a +1/+1. And then we'll attack him with Rocco. Because they couldn't kill him even if they tried. Not with these creatures anyway. Unless they have something that will buff them. Which is possible. So we've got blocker now. Oh, Bruno, you gem. And it's going to give us +1/+1. And we're going to give him Riot. Haste, sorry. Because we'll make him bigger with Innkeeper's Talent. And he's quite a chunky boy already. I love his beard. I love dwarves. What can I say? Maybe a dwarf / equipment deck would be quite good. Is that what yours is? Evereth, Viceroy of Plunder. It's a good name. And great art as well. And she's going to get big as well. Goldspan Dragon. They're going to create treasure token. Okay. I may just... I may just put another red in and then kill Everett before she gets bigger. Yes, because then I can still play Bruno from exile. Yeah, that's going to be the plan. Whenever you cast a historic spell, treasure token. Okay. So yeah, we're going to get a red. Just untapped red. That's fine. Don't feel like I need to surveil this turn. Why are they holding up priority? Okay. That's going to come in untapped. We'll play a Bruno. We'll give that. Let's make Roman Throne bigger with Rocco, because then we'll give Innkeeper's Talent another +1. Oh, I meant to press haste. I'm an idiot. Yeah, let's kill Aerith before she gets bigger. They're thinking. They're thinking. Damn it. And let's attack with 2 6 is and 6 8 is. Another land. Awesome source. So we can get out. I think I'm going to get out Elthus Storm. While we haven't got an equipment, I think if we get out Elspeth Stormslayer, give them all +1/+1. They're going to sort of struggle then in the air, aren't they? Because having big chunkus guys in the air. So yeah, even sacrificing treasures, they're going to. Corvold's going to get nice and big. So yeah, Elspeth +1/+1 in the air. They're going to attack, hopefully. Are they going to be able to kill me this turn? They need Evereth to. If they kill off Gloin and Scallywag, will that give them? Would that give them lethal? Because it will make Evereth a 5. No. Okay. Yeah, I think they're going to have lethal this turn. Maybe I played that wrong. Maybe I should have looked ahead and thought, well, they're flying. That's going to be an issue. I think they could just attack now. Not with Corvold though. Corvold is very big. I'm going to get another treasure token which they'll be able to sacrifice to make a 1/12/12. I do have removal in this deck, but play Elspeth, give them both +1/+1 and flying, attack with both. No, okay, I don't have lethal then. Damn it. So I'm going to kill Corvold. I think I'm going to play the forest so I don't lose it. I'm going to play Elspeth.
So long as we
Let's kill that. They lose all their counters. Then we'll give him another ward. They can kill Elspeth next turn, so I'm just going to attack with my 7/7. They're going to have to block. But now they have lethal. GG Corvold. It was nice killing it though. If I'd have held back, yeah. Oh well. GG. 1 win, 1 loss. Oh. Yeah. Maybe I played that wrong. Which is what I'm going to say after every game. Okay. Flying. Yeah. Don't have many flyers in this deck. That is a problem. But I have ways to give my creatures flying with equipment. Or at least reach. So I just didn't have any of that in my hand. But we move, we shake, we carry on. It's all about having fun here, and that's what we're doing. Thank you for joining. I know I say it all the time, and I'm sorry if it gets annoying. Feel free to mock me, comment if I misplay or whatever. It's nice to have somebody to chat to while I'm playing, because it gets very lonely. Okay, so we only have 2 mana. Playing against a red deck, which is going to be very quick, very fast. So I think I'll need ramp. So although I've got some great cards, okay, this is better. We can slow them down with Day of Judgment, although they'll be able to make Urabrask indestructible. But yes, that's a much better hand. I'm happy with that. So yeah, first strike. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, Urabrask deals 1 damage to target opponent. So we're going to see Storm in this deck. We're going to take lots of pain. I've got no turn 1, so we'll just play a plains and pass the turn. Yeah, they're going to be lots of instant sorceries doing damage. They're going to be able to kill all my creatures unless they're above. It's going to be plus 1 damage to the face, plus 1 damage to the face, plus 1 damage to the face all the time. Yeah, and then it will transform and whatnot. He's going to heist. What are they going to discard? That's the question. And what are they going to get in return? Torch the tower deals 2 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If this spell was bargained, instead it deals 3 damage to that permanent and you scroll 1. Yeah, they're going to have lots of spells like that. Well, they only got a 2/2 on the board. Let's play Land. Oh, good equipment. Okay. Yeah, happy with that. So we'll play that next turn. And then the turn after that, Annie joins up, kill Anne and Carl, and get double. No, we'll board wipe, I think, because I definitely have. Yeah, you do you. I'm going to take some damage now. You do you, but then I'm going to board wipe. I think. Then they'll have nothing to sacrifice. Because I think, do they have to... Oh, they don't even have to sacrifice anything. They just pay 1. And then it cycles again. Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, fair. Just going to slow them down a bit. I am only down to 14 life, which is a bit of a problem. But next turn we'll play Cloud and get that sword and start doing some damage back. It doesn't give us lifelink, but we will have vigilance. So, yeah. And because Cloud will be a beefy boy, they don't think they'll be able to. We need to kill Storm Kill Artist, that's for sure. Where were you on hand? We'll name human. And we'll attack. I think maybe we do Annie joins up to kill Storm Kill Artist. And let's see if we can play. I don't think we'll be able to play. Maybe Swiftfoot Boots as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, if we pull another land. They're probably going to play another spell to make him a bit bigger, but I do have First Strike, so. Definitely going to kill him. He is on my hit list. Come on, what do you got? Yeah, Annie joins up. I think it's definitely the right play next. I mean, giving Cloud double strike. But being able to destroy something. Oh. Indecision. But let's do this. Get rid of you. Draw 2 clouds. Yes, a land. Brilliant. Okay, so we'll play the land, and then we'll play Swiftfoot. And the next turn, he doesn't have haste, but then we can equip that for 1, so that's going to make that a lot cheaper. Right, so if I play that, okay, yeah, so if I pay 1, 2, 3, 4, oh, I can't do both. forgotten about First Strike. Okay. Oh, GG. I was enjoying that. Okay, well, good game. I didn't mark the last one. So it's now 2 wins to 2 losses for good old boy Cloud. And we get that lovely XP. We're so close to getting more packs, which I do good. I love a good pack opening. Unfortunately, the daily task is a 500 golder, which is pants. They should only give 750 gold. Nobody likes the 500 gold. And because I chose pre-planned to play Cloud, unfortunately, it's going to tick that off, which is a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. And I don't know if anybody else agrees with me as well. I've done the Mastery Pass, and it gives me random, every few goes, it gives me a random mythic card. And I found that even if I have 4 of a mythic card, I've got one of those. Why not just give us a mythic wild card? Why did they get to choose what I get? Do you know what I mean? I mean, sometimes it's worked out great, and I saw on Reddit somebody got a VV from it, and that's great. But I tend to only get ones I've already got, so it's kind of like, well, and unless you play standard, that's not really good for me, to be honest. Anyway, moan over. So, Mountain Plains Command Tower, we've got a Get Lost, we've got Utopia Sprawl, but no Forest. We've got Champion of Lambert, which is one of my favourite cards, but no second Forest. And we've got the Buster Sword, which is an amazing equipment with Cloud. So, I'm going to keep. We'll play the Plains first, because we can't play Utopia Sprawl regardless. And we're playing against Grolnock, the Omnivore. Blue, obviously. Whenever a frog you control attacks, move 3 cards. Whenever a permanent card is put into your graveyard from your library, exile it with a croak counter on it. You may play lands and cast spells from 1 card you own in exile with croak counters. Oh, well, that's nice. Okay, yeah, let's get you up. They're not going to be able to play their commander this turn. We'll get Buster Sword out next turn, which is going to make Albert bigger, so we can get some life. Brilliant. Do I want Soul Warden? No. Soul Warden and then hold up the Get Lost. Or I can get 3 life this turn and do a bit of damage. Yeah. Yeah. Next turn, if I don't get any land, Soul Warden into... Oh, no. Yeah. I think Soul Warden. And then Get Lost. Just slow them down a bit. Yes, it gives them that so they can make a creature a little bit bigger. But, you know... No land. There is plenty of land in this deck. There is no reason why I shouldn't have lands. Give me that beautiful life. Just one more green. Nope. But Giver of Runes is still a good card. Let's equip you. And we'll play Giver of Runes. And then we'll attack for 6. I don't think they're going to defend. And then, if they don't kill... well, it's going to have to be Champion of Lambert, isn't it? Maybe I should have cast... the Genji Glove. Because then I could have equipped that next turn. Interesting. Brilliant. Okay. We have a land. Let's get this attached to it, and we will name... I'm just trying to think of the cards I've got in my hand. I think I mostly have double white. So I'm going to name white. Still can't play anything. Even if I tap something. So I may as well just autoplay and do whatever it wants on that. Let's give you white. So now if we get the tree, I can play that. So we're going to attack in. And we've got Giver of Runes to protect from the Cura of the Boundless Sky. Hopefully they won't block though, and I'll be able to play something from my hand. We'll protect that from green. They're going to be able to create a 4/4. Well, search the... Okay, fair enough. Problem is, now we've got Giver of Runes tapped. They're blue, so are we going to see River's Rebuke? Oh, big old creature there. They're going to start creating serpents. So Cloud next turn to an equip Buster Sword. That's going to make Champion a 2, which means they're not going to be able to block with Universal Automaton. That's going to be a 7. That's going to give me... But they're going to have a Serpent that they can block with. But, yeah, okay. Or... do I set up for next turn? I'm going to be patient and set up for next turn. So let's play Genji, and then we're going to attack with Albert, holding up the Giver of Runes. Albert's now going to be nice and bigger. We're going to get 2 combat goes next turn. So we're going to attack in with the 7/5. They're going to block with the 3/3. Yeah, that's fair. That's going to be able to hold up Giver of Runes. If I was to, with Giver of Runes, if I was to protect, say, Champion with a River's Rebuke or something like that, and if I was to give it protection from blue, would it still return to my hand even though it has protection from blue? Which is hexproof from blue, isn't it? Because I know when you do a board wipe, it doesn't protect it, even though I think it should, because you're protecting it from that colour, if that makes sense. So next time they're going to have 2 serpents, but they're going to have to defend against... Cloud, and then Cloud again. So making Coma bigger. There. This is what I don't like about Get Lost. I don't like giving them. I don't like giving my opponent anything. I don't want them to have any gifts from me. Why do they deserve to have a 7/7 Coma? Coma should get in the bin. He's part blue. I could give Albert... No, I'm not going to have the mana. And... yeah. Are they holding up a wash away? That's the question as well. I'm not sure they would. I think they're going to have a wash away. I'm not going to get a surveil land. I want it to come in. I want it to come in untapped. Right, we've got to dry it. I think they've got to wash away. They're holding priority. No! Okay. It's going to make Champion of Lambert bigger. We're going to attach this one. I think they can tap it though, that's the problem. But then if they tap it... More land, great, awesome. Killing that coma, that's fine. That is absolutely fine, I'll take that trade. No bother. No bother at all. Because then next turn... Ah, oh, damn it! I forgot about the indestructible. God, I hate coma. I do have a Swords of Plowshare in this deck, I think. Okay. What to play? What to play? I want to make Champion bigger, which means that then the Dryad won't be able to block. The only thing that will be able to block will be Coma. And it's not tapped. So no attacks. Okay, that's fine. Then by playing Cloud, oh, big brain. By playing Cloud, next turn, we can attack in with everything. The only thing that will be able to block will be Coma. And they'll lose. Hopefully. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need one more land, which we have, so we can play Cloud straight away. Shit on it! This is why I hate blue. Okay. Resolve. I don't give a shit that you're drawing cards blue. We're in a good space with life, so they've got a long way to go. I just need to get Champion back up. I imagine we're going to be seeing a River's Rebuke or something like that. Now everything's a frog. The board wipe would be great. Well, not now I've played stuff, but yeah. At least I've got the protection. If they attack with everything, I can attack. I can defend everything. They are much wider. We have the hoof. Okay. Just give champion the sword and profit. Huh. They're going to tap it though, aren't they? Fuck's sake. They're going to tap it every turn. They've got too many snakes. I need to get rid of that. I need to get rid of Coma. I need the sword to Plowshare. Maybe if I go... But I can't attack because he's just going to tap everything. The second it's my turn, he's going to sacrifice 3 of those serpents to tap champion. Sacrifice. Yeah, I just don't think I can do it now. I think it's too late. Because, yeah, everything's now a serpent. Everything's a frog. I mean, I've got a lightning bolt, which I could do to the face, so that's 3. I could, if I pull a, I should have done that sooner. You were right, absolutely right. But I think he still would have sacrificed the serpent. My brain, my poor little brain can't cope with how to get around this. Obviously, if we pull Swift Foot Boots, then we're laughing unless they've got a counter spell. They'll probably have a hoof. They're probably looking for a hoof right now. Yeah, they're going too wide. I think, guys, I'm just going to concede this one. I think I probably misplayed it too soon. I haven't got the patience to sit there and watch them pull so many cards and then just to have everything I have tapped. They'll probably get a River's Rebuke or something like that, or extra turns. So I'm done. I'm done with you, Blue. Get in the bin. Save space for slagging off Blue. Save space. Push that rage down. I know I have to do that every stream, every time I play Arena. push that rage down because I still enjoy it. I respect it. Don't get me wrong. I respect the game. I respect what they do. But God, I hate them so much. Right, let's try again. Let's go back into the queue. See what we can do. When you thank you very much for commenting, by the way, Zagent. When you commented that, did they have serpents on the board? You're absolutely right. If I'd have done that, I probably had lethal turns ago, and I just didn't think. So thank you for pointing that out. I am an idiot and feel a little embarrassed about missing that one. I know it happens to all of us, but yeah, of course, giving her the equipment would have. Yeah, okay, not going to make that mistake again. I probably will. Okay, no green, but we do have plenty of equipment, and we've got our Adelbert again. Adelbert, not Adelbert. And we've got Harold's Horn. Yeah, let's go for it. Having green would be nice. But we can now give Adelbert the Death Touch and +1/+1 counter, so that's nice. We have green. Brilliant. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, I match your lifelink, and I didn't even look who we're playing against. Amalia, she's going to get bigger whenever she gains life. She's got ward, pay 3 life. Yeah, I'll pay 3 life, I don't care. So do I want to kill her this turn? I know they'll have ways to bring that back. No doubt they'll have lots of ways to keep replaying the 1, 2, 3 drops. So I'm just going to slow them down with swords. Yes. Take action. Doink. And then let's play this equipment. Make him even bigger, and let's go in for 4. Yeah, so once she hits 2020, she kills all of my creatures. So, and does she kill her own? Destroy all of the creatures. So it's a big board wipe, and she becomes 2020. But we're not going to let her get to that stage, hopefully. So we'll play that, and we'll get the horn, and we'll play that. We'll play forest, and I'm going to. I can't equip them. We'll play green. Yes, another green. Will they want to sacrifice Voice of the Blessed? No, I don't think they will. I don't think they will. That's going to get bigger, which is going to be a problem. And here comes Amalia. They're going to have lots of removal, but the good thing is I'm going to give Cloud Vigilance. Oh, Erois. I love Erois so much, but we're not going to play this turn. We're going to do that. We're going to give Cloud Vigilance, so he's a nice big boy. And then we're going to attack with both. We have a land for turn, and then we will during my turn it has Death Touch, otherwise it has Reach. They don't have any flyers yet. I'm going to equip it to Adelbert, because next turn I'm going to get Erois out. That's going to give them both protection, and I'll draw 2 cards per turn because there'll be 2 creatures that are equipped. I think giving Cloud the vigilance is the right way to go. They're going to gain a life, but I'm going to kill that off. And that's going to make their creatures that spec bit bigger. And that's fine, because our creatures are going to have protection on attack. So let's play you first. And then let's play you. And let's attack. If they want to defend, they have Menace. They may want to kill Adelbert. I think I've pronounced that like 5 different ways. Nice. What do I want to kill? Whenever this creature enters or attacks, exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard. Yeah, okay. I don't have much card return, and we will kill... Yeah. Haha! GG! Got rid of their life gain. They wouldn't be able to attack next turn because Cloud is got vigilance and he's a big boy. And yeah, enough to win the game. We're back on 50-50, 3-3. Welcome to the stream, folks. Thank you ever so much for joining. Really appreciate it. We're playing with Cloud. Decklist is in the doohickey on Twitch, which I don't know what it's called, but I've added it there. It's SD, I think, or something like that. And on YouTube, it is in the description if you want to have a look. This deck is mostly equipment slash token slash landfall. So it's a bit of a mixed bag because I don't like to follow the norm. I like to play a bit different. So yeah, I didn't pay attention to who or what we're playing again. So we have a board wipe, only 2 lands. We have some good cards. There are plenty of lands in this deck. Do I risk it? Because we do have some good equipments. But what use is an equipment if we have no lands to play them? Let's see who we're playing against. Hazarat Godseeker, Indestructible and Haste. Target creature with power 2 or less can't be blocked this turn, so they're going to be quick. Very quick. I'm gonna risk it. Yeah, no, I'm keeping it. We'll get out that for turn, and we will get a. We've already got access to a forest, so plains is the most. We've got the most land, most plain land, and so we're more likely to come across plains. Is what I'm trying to say. So, mountain. Next turn, well, the hoof, and then we'll start getting the equipment out. Now we just need 1 land. Come on. I don't understand how that can be Indestructible and Haste and be a 5/3 for only 2 mana. Where's the downside? Where is the downside? Oh, it can't attack or block. Unless you have max speed. I see. If I'd have read the card, that would have explained the card. Okay. Alright, we have another land. It's going to come in tapped though, unfortunately, but at least we have another land. Bristly Bill, yes, you can stay. Although we'll have no land to play next turn to use. Yeah, this is actually a problem. They're going to get max speed very quickly next turn. But if we play Bristol Bill, they'll be able to kill it, I'm sure, with a spell. And now it can attack and block. Okay. Awesome sauce. No blocks. Okay, down to 11 already. That is not a good start. We can equip that, which is going to make that a 4-4. That's kind of destructible in there. That is crazy. I did not know that card existed till today. No, at least we've started. So they can't, at least they can't get Bristly Bill because it has hexproof on one output. So that's positive. Hopefully we'll get a land. Jeez. Yeah. GG, good game. I'm going to concede there. Good game. Yeah. That's just too quick against my hand. I wanted to risk it, but just wasn't pulling the lands. Maybe I should have got rid of Bristly Bill, but at least I had a creature that could do a little bit of damage before they won the game. I guess that's the problem with equipment decks. You want to be able to set up quickly, and that's unless you get the ramp as well. If you have a good mix of ramp and land and equipment, that's its downfall. So that's 4 losses to 3 wins. We're still in good shape for the day. This deck, I've tested it over the past week or so, every now and again, and it tends to win about 50% of its games. Whether that's because I choose to have the 3 different sort of tactics with landfall, counters, and equipment, I don't know. Whether I just stuck with equipment. I did try it with just equipment, and I was losing more than I was winning. So I felt that it was better to play it this way. I'm going to definitely keep this one. We've got much more land, got access to all the colours. So yeah, so that's good. And we've got Innkeeper's Talent, which we can start getting us +1/+1. We can get Trample, and we have equipment as well. We're off to a good start. Okay, happy with this. We can also play this and it will come in untapped. The only problem is we don't have any creatures to play until we get Cloud out. So it is complete setup until then. Okay, that's fine. So next turn, we don't have a turn 4. I didn't even look who we're playing against. Slimefoot, the Stowaway. Whenever a Sapperling you control dies, Slimefoot deals 1 damage to each opponent and you gain 1 life. Create a 1/1 green Sapperling. Creature token for 4. It is expensive for 1 green Sapperling. Let's play this and should we surveil? Or should we just play planes? I'm going to surveil. It's only a 2/3, and that we've got another great equipment there. So let's play Innkeeper's Talent. It doesn't do anything for us now, but once Cloud's out, then we're cooking with gas. We could do with a creature, to be fair, but at least we can make Cloud nice and tranquil when it comes out. I don't quite understand why they're taking so long. Okay, they're going to destroy something, I imagine.
Its loss will serve us.
Okay. That's strange. They didn't kill anything. Let's play a mountain, and we'll play Anduril, Flame of the West. And we'll play that. I think maybe they want to see what we play. Hopefully next turn we'll be able to kill Vraska regardless, unless they don't attack with Slimefoot. Fingers crossed. Keep everything crossed. Hello to the new viewers, welcome. Thank you for joining. Pleasure to have you here. We're playing with Cloud, ex-soldier. He's my boy. Oh, okay. Are they going to get rid? Oh.
As long as we win, nothing else
Oh, you
matters.
may sacrifice. Okay. What's her big ult? You get an emblem with whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, that player loses the game. Oh, it's that Vraska. Of course. Okay, well, be prepared to lose. I'm going to attach Andruil. So at least if they block, we can protect. We can still get rid of some of the counters, and he's going to have ward, which is great. So we're going to attack Vraska, and we're going to attack Vraska. So yeah, do you get rid of Sir Conrad? I don't know. Do they have ways to bring Vraska back from the doohickey? I don't know. But we get some treasure tokens, we get another land. I'm going to get Garruk's Uprising out, so we've got Trample, and then next turn we'll see Elish Norn. If we can. They're really having to think about whether they want to get rid of Conrad. Okay, fair. At least it stops this from ulting next turn. Not that it would next turn, but at least it gets them down a bit. And we will... do we want to attach that to Cloud and protect him from monocoloured? Because if they've got a black kill spell... Yeah, I'm not going to protect the token. Why would I protect the token? But what they are going to do is, I imagine, they're going to create a... they're going to create a little blocker. But with Garruk out, which I think is the next play, we'll get Trample. So we can kill Vraska next turn, unless they choose to block. They may not attack at all this turn. Elish Norn will be able to stop them from activating abilities of permanence entering.
Its loss will serve us.
We'll be able to draw a card as well off of Garruk. I'm hoping with the treasure token we can do both. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we can't. But Elish Norn's gonna have to wait, unfortunately, because I need that Trample to take out Vraska. But we can annoy them with that. So let's do that, and then we'll play Rhythm of the Wild to give our creatures Riot. Can we give you another +1/+1 counter? All attack. Vraska. That's going to create just 2 tokens, which will also... So we're getting it down to 4. And then once she's dead and gone, we can concentrate next turn on Ooh, nice. We can concentrate next turn on killing them. I think Vraska's still dead, even if they block with the priest of Forgotten Gods through there. It'd be great if Cloud had vigilance. Yeah, I don't know why they've decided to get rid of the priest. I don't. Right, I'm going to play Zack Fair because if they do manage to, I don't know, play a ball, right, but it's a treasure token to protect Cloud. Let's give it +1/+1 counter, why not? And I think those counters go on to another creature. Gains interest but deductible until end of turn. Put Zack Fair's counters on that creature and attach an equipment that was attached to Zack Fair to that creature. And we end the turn there. So, we could do Elesh Norn, Scythecat Cub, and then a land, and then that will get us 2 +1/+1s. Let me just use big brain. Hang on. Ideally, I'd like to get double counters as well. So now everything is a Saproling. We have a blocker. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. So I can do both. Okay, brilliant. So we're going to Elesh Norn it, which is going to come in with haste. That's going to get us a couple of card draws. I love Elesh Norn, she's so good. Oh! Scythecat Cub is going to come next, which we're going to give him haste. And then we're going to play an untapped land to give Elesh Norn +1/+1. We're going to Swords to Plowshare, Slimefoot. You can get in the bin. They do get some life, however. And then we'll put a +1/+1 with Scythecat Cub, just so he's got a bit more oomph about him. And then we'll attack with everything. Yippee! So now it's going to double. Oh, I love him so much and his glorious beard. I wish my beard was like that. My beard's weak sauce compared. Okay, come on. What are you hiding up priority for? They have the ward. Okay. Fair enough. Oh no, indestructible doesn't count, does it? Damn it! That was ah, idiot. And now I've got rid of Zack Fair's. I'm an idiot. Silly boy. But Innkeeper's talent, then a land. Scythecat's going to get real big. And then we'll play Bruno. Yeah. GG! Good game, I enjoyed that. That was good. Okay, so for the first time today, we're winning by 1. So 4 wins to 3 losses. That's great. Thank you for joining. Really appreciate it. I stream every other day on Twitch and YouTube. So you can watch me there, and then the stream gets uploaded to YouTube later on. I am thinking of clipping my streams and then making sort of highlights. Are there highlights from these streams? Probably not. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing that. I'm also thinking about adding in a camera as well. Although I ain't pretty to look at. I'm just getting that out there. If you'd prefer someone with a camera, then by all means I don't mind putting that in. But yeah. So we get 3 cards. We're going to have a rare wild card and an uncommon. Oh, and we've got Fatal Push. I quite like the artwork for that, actually. Is it better than my normal Fatal Push? I don't know. Fatal Push either. Belthia and Fran. Human Rabbit. Vehicles you control get +1/+1, have vigilance and reach. Whenever a vehicle crewed by Belthia and Fran this turn attacks, if it's the first combat phase of the turn, you may pay 3. If you do after this phase, there is an additional combat phase. I'll tell you what, I've never made a vehicle deck. I've just never found them interesting. So yeah, I might think about doing that. Enduring Tenacity, I have played against that. It is a horrible card, great to play with, I imagine. So I'm really happy with Enduring Tenacity. I also like opening packs. It's my favourite thing to do, and that's how I spend my gold. And I know a lot of you will be thinking, Craig, that isn't the way to play. You should be playing by spending the gold on playing limited. And I get that. I really do. I understand I will get more access to cards. Like I did, I've got some gems yesterday and I did some jumping events and I got access to loads more cards than I would have got from opening packs. But I enjoy opening packs. I find it fun. Peer past the veil. New, discard your hand, then draw X cards, where X is the number of card types among cards in your graveyard. Great, yeah. And again, Cackling Slasher. I've played against that, and it is a good card. This creature enters with a +1/+1 counter on it if a creature died this turn, and it has Death Touch. Yeah. Cost 4. Nah, yeah. So right now, while we're opening packs, let's open a Mythic Final Fantasy. It'll probably be already a Mythic I already have, but who cares? I'm going to open it anyway. So let's claim that and let's open up that bad boy. So if you like seeing pack openings, I'll also do that on here, obviously. Not in real life, because I'm poor. I can't afford to buy packs in real life, mostly. No first editions, but hey, we've added another Emmett Selk, Unsundered, which I'm also thinking about making a deck with. So yeah, because I only play Brawl, getting multiple cards doesn't really help me in any way. But I still enjoy opening packs. I enjoy getting those wild cards. Oh, that's something I was going to get, which would help in this deck, I believe. And I believe it is a rare. In which I hope it's a rare. Cabaretti. Is that how you spell Cabaretti? I can't remember. That is how you spell Cabaretti, but Cabaretti Revels. Whenever you cast a creature spell, seek a creature card with lesser mana value, then put it onto the battlefield. Such a good card. So I'm doing it, and I'm going to add it. So we'll add that, but what to take away? I might take away Herald's Horn because it's neither an equipment. Yeah, okay. Alright. Let's do it. The reason it says apply styles there is because I do like the full art styles of cards. It's because for this stream I'm purposefully choosing the 7th Heaven land. Normally I play with the Phyrexian lands, which are my favourite land of all time. I love the artwork. They're amazing. Even though I only have access to blue, white and no, blue, white, and something else. It's not black. I think it's green. Yeah, it's green. It's green. No, it's not green. blue and white. I think it's only blue and white. I could only afford. I only had the gold for 2 of them. Because I wasn't playing at the time. I'm rambling. Right. Yes. Let's keep you. No white, but that's okay. So we're playing against Mabel, which is an awesome, awesome card. Other mice you control get +1/+1 when Mabel enters. Create Crag Flame, a legendary colourless equipment artifact token with equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has Vigilance, Trample, and Haste, and equip 2. So we will play a red, and I'm going to save Ragavan. And I'm going to play him with the dash spell. Just because then they won't target it with... Oh, yes. Go, Ragavan, go! So we're not going to be able to play anything from their library, but we do definitely get that treasure. Yoink. Now they know we have the Ragavan. Next turn, we still don't have white. So we can't get lost Mabel when she comes out. Now we have white, so during your turn, equipped creature has first strike and trample. That's a problem. It's only a 2/2. I'm going to start getting ready for Cloud coming out next turn. No, I'm going to save back that treasure to get Cloud out. I'll take 2, that's fine. They may not want to attack because they think, oh, well, they're waiting and they're going to play Ragavan. Or maybe they know that I'm going to play Cloud next turn. Or they could be thinking, may not have a land. See, bluffs. Bluffs. They're not going to want to swap. See, they didn't attack, so they could hold up. 2/2 first striker, but we also are nice and big. So are they going to want to give up any of them? I don't know, but we get to draw a card, and let's kill Mabel. Just slow them down a bit. Yes, it gives them access to those spells, but it just slows them down just that little bit. Now, obviously, they decide what to do. They don't want to take damage because 7 is a lot of damage, and if I do hit, then I can cast a spell from my hand with mana value less than or equal to that damage without paying its mana cost. Buster Sword is an excellent, excellent, excellent equipment. I love it so much. So I think possibly Roaming Throne. No, not Roaming Throne. Ozolith, and give Cloud big plus dashing. Ragavan. No, I can't do both. Interesting. They don't have a Swords to Plowshare. Oh, maybe they do. They want to make him bigger. That's fair. They want to try and be able to kill Cloud. But, so I think in answer to that... Nice. Right, I'm going to play the Ozolith. Then I'm going to play green, play red to tap you, to give you a +1/+1. And then I'm going to Swords to Plowshare you. So, you're going to go. Draw me a card. Yes, I'll save that for Mabel. And now I should be able to play Roaming Throne for free. And if we name human next turn, we'll get more treasure counters and we'll draw more cards. And we'll play that next turn to equip it to Roaming Throne. No, oh no, we can't equip its Roaming Throne now. Oh no, we can. No, we can't. Okay. Well, don't highlight if you can't play it, and we'll end the turn there. Thank you, sweetheart. She's just brought me a nice cup of coffee. So next time we'll give Roaming Throne bigger. We'll Patriar Mabel if Mabel comes out. I imagine they're going to want to kill Cloud if they get a kill spell. I could actually, maybe should. Okay, I could play Ragavan, then play Patriar. Would that kill? No. No, it would not kill them. But they now have a blocker. I'm not going to swap you for Roaming Throne. That's fine. Okay, what gives it Vigilance, Trample and Haste? It's that gives it Menace. I'm going to equip you. To you. No. To you. And then, oh, and I can't do both. But that's okay, because either way they die from both of these. We're going to get lovely treasures. And cards. And more cards. And lots of treasure. I can't kill it, but that Cloud will. I wish I could have given Cloud. Is that the right call? No, because that's combat. So I'll play next turn. Shadow Sphere, you're good, actually, because then we can get some. So if we equip you to you, I'm just getting ready for next turn. Setting up. And then I'm going to play Ragavan. So we've got another creature on the board, so that hopefully we can kill Mabel with Patriar, or whatever they play, if they're playing just a 3/3. So fingers crossed, let's see what they can do. They're not going to have the mana to play Mabel and equip her, and she is in fact a 3/3. Okay, that's a problem, but we'll play Luminarch first and then Patriar. Yes, that's what we're going to do. Damn it, that's not what we're going to do. But that's okay, because we're going to get even bigger. Can I make... Right, okay, champion. Can I make them unblockable? Luminarch. No, I cannot. Yes, I can. Yeah. And you. And they can't block any of my creatures. GG Mabel, who is a fantastic card. Absolutely amazing. But with my removal, was just able to get in there first. That was a really good win. I enjoyed that. 5 wins to 3 losses. So I think I can squeeze in one more game before the end of the stream. So thank you to everyone that's viewing. I really do appreciate it. I know I say that all the time and it must get annoying hearing me say it, but that's the problem with this. I don't know who's new, who's joined, so I just like to make sure that you're aware that I appreciate it. Okay, Infernal Phantom. Whenever an enchantment you control enters and whenever you fully unlock a room, this creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn. When this creature dies, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. Okay, don't know if I've got that already. I'm not going to check. Not bothered. Right, let's do it. It's been a good day. Good day for Magic so far. Very good. So we're now 5-3, which I don't think I've ever got to the end of a stream where I've been winning more than I've lost. It's a good deck, this deck, when it plays well, when I've got the right cards, and I guess I've just been lucky for the past couple of goes. Okay, so we've got plains, no red, no green, but we have an Arcane Signet and a Fetch Land, so we're going to keep it. We'll get a white-green, because then we can play Innkeeper's Talent. Arcane Signet will give us the red. I didn't even look what we're playing against, so I didn't take into account that. Oh, and another set, so that can be gets in our red, that's fine. Oh yes, Jury. Whenever you sacrifice a opponent, put a +1/+1 counter on Jury. When Jury dies, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. Another fantastic card. No. Either way, I'm going to lose out on mana next turn. So, let's get a red. I love this artwork as well. This is my, since getting it yesterday, this is my red that I now use, because I did have the Dragon Eye, but yeah. We have no equipment. Is a downside. Having said that, we can get beefy with Ozolith. So the only downside is I imagine we're going to see Grave Pact, and Jury is fantastic at being able to sacrifice on demand. Well, it can't sacrifice on demand, but there's lots of creatures that can in Rakdos that can sacrifice creatures on demand. Interesting. Damn it. The reason I've done it that way is because I want to make those creatures. We still have no equipment. That's going to be a problem. I mean, they're going to kill her, I'm assuming, at some point. But we can give her that little bit of protection with Ward. And she's going to become a 3/3. So Jury can't block, but the other two can, so I'm still not going to attack. Rakdos is such a hard colour to play against because they can get big, they can get wide, and they can kill very quickly. No doubt they're going to have plenty of kill spells. They're checking her out. Yeah, there we go. She dead. Not just dead, exiled. Oh, there you go. There's another way to sacrifice. So I'm going to start losing lots of life. I'm already down to 13. I've now got no creatures. I was going to get Elspeth, so I'm going to have to get Cloud out. I have no equipment. But he's a big boy. So I'm going to stay here. Protect a bit, protect my board, and then get the other Cloud out. No? Wow, that's got Menace. So, getting Elspeth out. Get Cloud out first, then Elspeth. Okay, that's fine. He would be, let's get another green. He would be indestructible during my turn if and again no attacks. I'm going to lose 5 life, then I'm going to lose, they're going to sacrifice and I'm going to lose more life. I think I'm dead. I don't think there's anything I can do. Why? I hate it. Why? Just why? Just why? Okay, let's get another green. which is... they're too wide. What I need... I do have a... Yeah, I'm dead. Why they just didn't do that in the first place, I don't know. Attack with everything, and you've won. Just... yeah. GG. GG, Rakdos. I don't want to end on a loss. So I'm going to play another quick game. Okay. Why are you holding up? Oh, for God's sake! Right. There is no reason for you to do that. So you don't get to see the action going in. You don't get to see it. So yeah, you lost out there. You could have just taken the win, but no, you had to pile your point home that you won. Push the rage down. I'm pushing the rage down. I'm happy. I'm very, very happy. I respect it. I respect the play until the very end. When you can win, just take the win. Just take it. You don't have to pile it home. Your deck was too fast for mine. I didn't have enough creatures and I didn't get any equipment. So, there. Oh! Mititoic. Which we can stop it from losing its abilities. When it dies, it creates more slime. Slime. We've only got 2, but I have 2 destroy spells, so I can... no equipment again. Okay, but we've got ramp. I'm doing it. Shouldn't do it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. We're on a winning streak. Okay, more land. That's great. Okay. Wow. I should have been patient and played the green. Next turn. I should have... Right, okay. Yeah. Yep. Yep, I was too busy thinking about Rakdos. At least it wasn't blue. Very nice land. Sleeve. Very cute. Oh. Okay, so we'll get out Forest into Delighted Halfling. It's annoying that I could have had 3 now. The good thing about Mititoic is it's very expensive to get out. So it is a 8/8. When it dies, it creates 2 4/4s, and then when they die, they create 2 2/2s, and so on. So the fact that we can get rid of its ability and then kill it is a plus. Oh, more ramp. That's good. Can't play them both this turn, which I would have been able to do had I just been a little bit more patient. So yeah, and the turn there. We've got Birds of Paradise, so we can play Thornspire and Birds of Paradise, and then we'll be able to play my commander next turn. Even though I don't have any equipments. Still no equipment. Luckily, it doesn't just rely on the equipment. This creature can't attack unless you control a 1/1 creature. Oh, that's good. Okay, Birds of Paradise. I can't play anything else. Should I just get lost the 1/1? Just to slow their attack down. Because hopefully by then I'll have enough. Or do I just get lost the Love-Struck Beast? Which would make more sense, but then they could make the token... I'm still thinking. Make the token... get lost. Just go. Yeah. So I'm going to attack with the 1. May as well. No, they may have ways to be able to bring that back. At least we can get Cloud out next turn. We don't have anything in hand. We could play Elish Norn rather than Cloud, because she's bigger and we'll be able to defend against the Topiary Stomper. Skullspawn Nexus, great green card. Okay. Interesting, interesting, interesting. I'm going to play Elish Norn, which is going to give us that bit of protection from the Topiary Stomper, which can't attack or block yet, but it won't be long until it can. And then we'll play Elspeth Stormslayer next turn. No, we'll as soon as that lands, we will play Patriar's Humiliation on Mitatoic. So at least they have an 8/8, but at least they won't be able to become ultimate thingy-mabobbies. Resolve. Problem is, I can't defend against the Mitatoic because it's still a massive 8/8. I probably should have held up the destroy. So if whatever I kill, they're going to get a creature that's same size, basically. It's just swap the creature. Luckily, Mitatoic doesn't have trample, so I will block Mitatoic with the Birds of Paradise. Yeah, that's fine. I'll take the trade on that. That's no problem. And then I can, then just by giving Elish Norn +1/+1. No bloody equipment. I've got some more. I should have played something first. Such a good card. But no equipment to attach. Zoprandrel. Oh. Again, won't give them.
Soon all will be joined in symbiosis. Welcome, my companion.
I will totally sacrifice Delighted Halfling. Give everything +1/+1 attack. Nisha with my Elish Norn. Or would it be lethal if I attack with everything? No, because I don't have... so I'm going to defend you against you. I'm going to defend you against you. Haste. Shit the bed. should have known. I don't know if that was the right thing to do. But I can create 2 tokens. They're having a think. At least I can create tokens. Play Cloud, play a land, play a Roaming Throne, play 2 tokens, and then hopefully next turn give them +1/+1. Yeah, they have a 13/13, but not fun. Let's get another map, another forest. Let's create. So I've got that bit of protection. Next turn, Cloud.
Fight beside us.
Interesting. Okay, I'll swap the token. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Can't play anything other than no equipment, but Cloud can be a 5/5 with haste. Mitatoic has do I make chump blockers? If I destroy Mitatoic, that's going to make more. I could destroy Nissa. Because, yeah, she could do the... No, I can't destroy that. But I can stop her from being able to do her ult. I'm just going to have to accept that I'm going to lose Elspeth. Probably would have been the case if I'd have just held back and not blocked Mitatoic. Accepted that I lost Elspeth.
Seize your destiny!
Okay, can I play Hardened Scale? No, because Elspeth will be dead. Unless they're just going to go for face. Which I would, because that's a win. That is a win.
Our strength multiplies.
Teferi's Protection. That would be good in this deck, I think. But I can't believe I've not pulled any equipment for the last 2 games. That is crazy. Maybe it would be better to get rid of some of the one of the other okay. That's I was going to say, what are you doing? Just attack. Yeah. Yeah. GG, good game. Yeah. No. I'll block the 26-26, but yeah. Yeah, I'm dead off those two anyway. GG. Good game. Good game. Good game. Good game. How rude. Okay, well, unfortunately, that's all the time I've got for today. Thank you so much for joining and viewing. I really do appreciate it, and I appreciate the comments as well. Decklist, as I've said before, is in the description on YouTube and in the SD thingy bobby on Twitch, so you can get the deck list and you can try it for yourself. It is a really good deck when it works. It just needs to work. And you just need to be lucky. So that was in the end, that was equal 5 wins apiece, so 5 win and 5 losses, so it's 50-50. But yeah, here's the deck for anybody that's interested in seeing it. I'll be streaming next on Wednesday, because it's, no, what day is it today? It's Tuesday today. So I'll be streaming next on Thursday, and I'm building a Lightning Army of One deck at the minute. So that's who I'll be playing with next, and then the time after that, I'm thinking maybe a Traxxer or Vivi. I'm not sure. I've always wanted to make an Traxxer deck work, and I think I now have the cards to enable her to work. I haven't managed it yet, but I'm trialing, so I'll think about it. But yeah, Lightning Army of One next, and that's going to be on Thursday at 11 AM, 11 till 1 on Twitch and YouTube. So thank you ever so much for joining. I really appreciate it. I've already said that, and I love you all. See you again. Love you. Bye.